Hey guys, Weather Storm Lord with a big recap here. It all started Thursday night, so I've been at camp the last couple of weeks. But we've had some horrific weather, especially starting on Thursday night. Everything had been beautiful before, but let's get into severe stuff. So Thursday night, my counselor, around 11 o'clock, comes by my tent with me, Gabe, and Finn, and she says, guys, it's expected to rain in the early morning. And now my phone is being an idiot. But anyways, she said, it's going to rain in the early morning. You might want to move the stuff away. Little did we know that this rain would be a sight of something that I have never seen before, intensity-wise, and have now seen twice. The first time I will get to in a minute, but first off, I asked her when it was supposed to start, and she said it was supposed to start around 2. So I fell asleep, woke up around 2 a.m. As you guys know, I love weather. But if only I had a weather radio, I would have gotten some excellent footage for you guys. But anyways, so it started raining. This was only a few discreet showers, but little did I know that something very severe was brewing. The squall line that came through started around 4:30 a.m. I was hearing a continuous rumble of thunder, and usually when this happens, according to the director, we have to go up to the lodge. This did not happen yet. So around 4:30 a.m., it starts thundering like crazy. 4:50 a.m., starting to rain. 5 a.m., raining really hard, but not as hard as it got. And being me, I started randomly doing a little bit of weather coverage in my tent, not doing anything. I was just trying to get some sleep. Around 6 a.m., I started to get a little nervous because the rain was just coming down super hard. Plus, the wind gusts, according to what I was seeing, they were above severe limits, but somehow we still remained in the tents. Around 6:30, I'm starting to prep myself for the day. My counselor comes by and asks, hey, he said my name, but are you awake? And I'm like, yes, this is a hell of a thunderstorm. I didn't actually say that, by the way. But he said, all right, we're getting ready to go to the lodge. And one of my friends he's afraid of thunderstorms, and he's just flipped out. And I don't blame him, because this storm was indeed warned. I know that, even though I did not have a weather radio. But here's what happened afterwards. So we head up to the lodge in this torrential downpour of rain. It's raining super hard. Like, I get drenched whenever I step out of the umbrella, because my counselor was holding an umbrella above us. I slipped out a couple of times, very briefly, take that. But don't take that the wrong way. I was only out very briefly. But once we got inside the lodge, I was giving a weather report, because you know that's my specialty. If you've seen me on Facebook, but if you've seen my specialty, actually, I don't use Facebook, sorry, but that's my specialty, giving weather reports. I made a complete guess on the warning that wind gusts were a decent 60 miles an hour, and long behold, one of my counselors checked her phone, not the same counselor that had told me it was going to rain, but long behold, I was actually right. The winds were a decent 60 mph. We went over to the cozy corner, we did a few things, and in the middle of the chapter 1 of whatever the heck we were doing, I got a report from the counselor to my left that there was some pretty decent hail falling. I think it was around quarter size, but I can't confirm that. And she said we were headed right into the red, so I was like, yeah, this is probably not going to go tornado warned, but she disagreed with me. Let me just give you a sneak peek. It did not go tornado warned, but she said that her counselor, quote unquote, one of the other counselors, quote unquote, heard some rotation. This is actually impossible. There has to be legit circulation in the storm, and there was nowhere near enough circulation to prompt a tornado warning. So this thing passes. My friend goes completely berserk. I won't go into what he did, because that is personal information. But let's just say we both got in a little bit of trouble, but not me mainly. It was just mainly Brennan. But anyways, so I leave. And so around 3:15, I'm listening to random stuff on my phone. I get this feeling that something is going on down south. I check Fort Wayne, and long behold, the Fort Wayne Weather Radio Station, and long behold, there is a severe thunderstorm warning. I actually did not know about this, but an extremely large tornado touched down in Jay County. This is something I was made aware of like 12 hours after it happened, because I did not know about it. If I were here, like here in my hometown, I would have known about it because my weather radios would have gone off. Because I can get KJY 93 from here. I can prove it over here. Hold on just a sec.
South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour.
Except there was a PDS tornado warning on it. It was later classified as an EF2 as Blackford County EAS 995. What the heck was that? 995 was saying in his playlist information on the severe weather event. So I leave my phone recording to go be with my family. Then around 6:45, 7 o'clock or so, I come back in, and there's some pretty significant severe weather just south of my hometown, actually. I'm in Hamilton County. Southern Hamilton County was warned for around golf ball-sized hail. This concerned me a little bit because it was very severe. I got a warning to my southeast, Madison, Hancock, that kind of area, for 2-inch hail. I thought it was going to be like baseball size, but they didn't warn it. But long and behold, according to my dad, there was baseball to softball size hail south of here. And then these storms start rotating, I believe, in Bartholomew, Decatur, and Johnson counties. That's to answer your question, Epic Roller 531. And it went tornado warn twice. Now, I fall asleep with my phone still recording. I wake up, and long and behold, I lost my footage because my phone was a mega idiot and screen recording is not working for some reason. Then, next thing I know, this is about 18 hours later, around 8 o'clock at night. I've had a hell of a day, training, fanning, and that kind of stuff. And the reason I don't do that on my YouTube channel is I'm not necessarily into trains, it's my brother. But anyway, so the storms start forming again. I turn on my weather radio, not expecting to see anything, but what I get is rather a surprise. It's in the middle of relaying a severe weather statement for just to my west, actually, because I was in Elkhart at the time. It tracks east, and my radio, which I don't think you guys seen activate until this moment in one of my previous videos, actually decides to finally go off for the first time in, since August 10th. Which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 months ago. Not to the exact date. I know it was about 10 months ago that it went off last, but that streak got broken Saturday, and long behold, it starts to rain really hard. The wind goes crazy. It calms down a bit. My brother and grandpa are like, let's go. Long behold, we jinxed it. As soon as we go outside, it starts raining like hell. Like, it's raining so hard that, like, my grandpa has to run out, quote-unquote, run out to the car in order to get it. My weather radio is still on, by the way, and I got no warning as we left the apartment, but it was still warned. But it's raining like hell. Like, I have to, like, speed walk across the curb and jump into the wrong side of the car. Not literally, just the side I usually don't sit on. I won't go into that again, because again, then I start recording for you guys once I get back to the hotel, but somebody said my last name, so I did not post that video, so I'm not going to post that video anyway, plus it's already deleted. Sunday, we have at least an enhanced risk, I believe. A Category 3 risk. So, I have an enjoyable day riding a train. I talked to the engineer about the incoming severe weather threat. Around 5:55 p.m., I am just getting off the elevator at my grandma's apartment. Like, that's where I was when the storms hit the night before. And as soon as I go into the apartment, my weather radio goes off for the first severe thunderstorm warning of the day. You can hear that relayed, not the alert, on my first video called Rising Action. And you'll also see the watch. The reason I did not upload the climax was there's potential personal information in there, plus there's something you don't want to hear. Plus, I made a major mistake. Like, a major mistake. Because, long and behold, my brother does not exactly know how to acknowledge my radio. He has to do it in a specific amount of time. He got it the first time during the watch, but did not get it correctly the second time with one of the warnings because he was too late. So my weather radio was off for like 5 minutes. And you guys would only see that partial capture, but Yeah, that's basically what happened. Long and behold, I actually missed a whole lot that night, like a bunch of action I missed. They actually confirmed a tornado very, very close to my location at the time. This was with round 2, that was the one I missed. I almost did something sneaky, but we'll not go into that. So, I'm gonna go back before the incident I was just telling you. Around 7 o'clock, the storm starts to hit. Warnings go out for our location. For a line of storms capable of producing winds of up to 70 miles an hour, and hail reached baseball size northeast of my location in Berrien County. Actually, no, that's northwest of my location in Berrien County. As it tracks east, this would not affect my location. This went east, but we got some pretty strong winds and very heavy rain. Not quite as significant as the night before, but still up there. Then we go home around 9 o'clock, which was the partial capture I just uploaded about an hour ago. And then, long and behold, we get back there, nothing's happening, and I'm just watching the Canadiens game and texting a little bit with my friends. I go to bed, and that's when action starts to pick up again. I know this because I actually saw it from somebody else. But long and behold, I actually confirmed a tornado in Porter County. There was a large tornado on the ground in Naperville. I saw that from multiple sources. I wouldn't be surprised if that's an EF3. But anyways, it tracked into Indiana, I believe. However, it did, I believe, dissipate. Then another tornado was confirmed in Porter County. LaPorte County Sheriff got very concerned and set off emergency sirens. Then the warned storms, not tornado warned, but it tracked closer to us. Then in southeastern St. Joseph County in Indiana, there was a very, very brief tornado on the ground. This was not very long, but it was very dang close to my location. But I was in the northern part of Elkhart County, so if the tornado had crossed into Elkhart County, it would have gone south of me. The storms began to weaken, and I don't think anything happened after that I can see. Then Monday, these storms have tracked well out of my area into Pennsylvania. I caught a couple of alerts, but it's just not worth uploading because I did not get there in time. Plus, my screen recording wasn't working well. Plus, my iPhone was on low power mode, which does not work when you were trying to screen record. So, yeah, that was my exciting weather adventure. Oh, and earlier today, I did catch the weekly test. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to check on this complex that is developing. I will probably be uploading a few videos on that. Plus, I'm going to announce a new project here. I'm going to start remastering 2010 or older Blackhawks playoff games. The playlist will start with the compilation I'm doing, then the games that I'm doing. So here's what we got to do. So basically, the first thing I'm going to do, this is all going to be one playlist, by the way, but what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put in the compilation, if I have one yet, and then the next 6 games that I will actually be recording it. Then I'll do the next compilation, then the next series, and so on and so forth, and until that ends. But that's basically all I wanted to tell you guys about. But I'm telling you, action is picking up here in late June, early July, and I'll be going back to camp this month, or on Sunday, so I'll not be able to post anything severe weather-wise until Friday. So don't be surprised. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. We had an earthquake, another confirmed earthquake this time. Confirmed, large, not too large, but it was a 3.8 on Thursday. This was while I was at camp. So, that's it for this crazy weather recap. If anything else happens in Grand Rapids, when I'm there on Sunday through Friday, I will be sure to tell you guys when I get home. So, yeah, that'll do it. See you guys whenever the heck I see you, because I think I will be uploading another few videos here on this complex within the next 36 hours or so, but that's it. See you guys later.
Stop.